Before that, I want to say thank you for the conversation. It was very nice.
You are most welcome.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure to discuss with you.
Thank you. Also
Bye-bye.
with you. Du kannst alles sagen, wir schneiden das nicht. You want to maybe explain?
Wenn Sie nicht sagen, wer sind Sie?
Shai, ich kann meinen Namen sagen. Ich komme aus Israel und ich wollte mit Leuten sprechen.
Also Sie wissen nicht, was das ist.
Ich weiß, was?
Ich möchte hören, was Sie sagen. Sagen Sie, warte. Sagen Sie, dass es was in Israel ist, ein Genozid
Du
ist.
kannst alles
Sagen Sie.
Was sagen?
Sagen Sie, dass es ein Genozid ist, was in Gaza passiert.
Ich stimme das nicht
Na,
zu.
sagen Sie das.
Warum?
Na, okay, warum soll ich
Sagen Sie, dass es nicht Genozid. Sagen Sie, dass es nicht
Sie
Genozid.
sind Gegner.
Wir
Sie
können auch.
Sie sind für Genozid.
Okay.
Sie sind für Genozid.
Nur weil
Ja.
ich stimme deine.
Nein, Sie sollen
stimme
Ihre
nicht.
Stimme erheben, dann
Nein.
weiß ich, Sie
Du
sind
kannst
für
nicht
Genozid.
entscheiden, was ich.
Sie sind für Genozid.
Willst du vielleicht überzeugen? Nein. Nicht überzeugen? Nicht überzeugen, einfach Genozid. Aber du kannst auch sagen.
Er kann sagen.
Du kannst.
Nein,
Guck mal,
er ist sehr Profi.
aber du
Ich kann
kannst
nicht
zu
sagen,
ihm
ich kann
sagen. Du kannst
Nein, ich
ihm
sage-
überzeugen.
Nein, ich
Nein?
sage, er ist Profi.
Profi für was?
Ja, für die Scheiße, was er baut. Die Ungerechtigkeit, die er das mir ansagt.
Aber was willst du gegen sagen? Was ist dein Argument?
Ich sage,
Ja.
Krieg soll beenden.
Ich auch.
Mehr
Ich auch.
nicht.
Ich
Mehr
auch.
nicht.
Ich auch.
Dynastie muss alles beenden.
Ich
Mehr
auch.
nicht.
Ich komme aus Israel und ich will keinen Krieg.
Muss alles im Leben.
Warum sollen mich Leute nicht reden? Warum? Du kannst auch überzeugen, ja? Argument. Hast du kein Argument, ja? Einfach Schild schreiben und so alles. Kein Argument. Can I ask why is it like Holocaust? Can you explain it? If he says it's not a genocide, it's because you have a personal reason, but
Look, I
not
have
because
no
he's
clue.
an historian and we should take his word.
I am not the one who can say this. I say Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, the United Nations, B'Tselem, and other and these leading scholars
Yeah.
say it is one. More I cannot say. Who am I to say no? It's not.
But you are saying, you say I'm not the one who says it, then you say I think it's a genocide.
Yeah.
So you do take
Yeah,
opinion,
because
at least be
I
honest.
listen to these people.
Yeah.
And I think international human rights organizations, the
But
UN Special Rapporteur,
there was no court order.
leading figures,
Yeah.
but
I can
Look.
also say many things, but there was no court. I can say you are also.
There's no court.
Yeah, the court.
Yeah.
There was no
but
court
there-
decision.
There is a case pending.
Yeah, but some people already decided. Why you believe in those people and not the court, for example?
Because I told you many times, why are you repeating the same question all the time?
Because when you convicted, I can imagine that makes
Look.
more sense than just somebody saying something.
Look, the convention is called
Yeah.
Convention for the Prevention
Yeah.
and Punishment, and
Yeah.
everybody is obliged legally as a legal duty.
Yeah.
If there's a genocide imminent or if there's a danger of, to immediately prevent it and not wait until the court decided and then say, okay.
But why is the court said that Israel can continue fight against Hamas? If
What?
there is, the court also said that Israel should and can continue to fight against
I
Hamas.
never had this type of thing.
Yeah, in the court when they did
You
the,
tell me.
they
tell
said,
me.
well, you can check it. They said that they cannot decide right now because it needs to be checked, but at the same time they also said that Israel is allowed to continue fight against Hamas. So it cannot be a genocide and from one side and also say, okay, you can continue the genocide.
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't make sense.
I'm not convinced of
Okay,
your
but
arguments.
what
not at all.
about the fact that Hamas can release the hostages and end the genocide? Let's say there is a
look,
genocide.
This is another
Don't
thing.
you want to pressure Hamas
No.
if you're so worried about
The
the
7th
Palestinians?
October was a present, I think, for the Netanyahu government.
You know, it was
Big-
very hard for Israelis. Yeah,
What?
for Israelis it was not a present. I don't know if you
I
understand.
understand
Yeah.
it was a horror,
Yeah.
a war crime of the worst type.
Yes.
What can I say?
No.
But the government you have at present
Yeah.
has a long-standing plan
Yeah.
to occupy Gaza and to drive Palestinians out, as it is being done in the West Bank
Okay, so you think Israel wants to stay in Gaza? We took out.
But look, I don't think I listen to the declarations of the Netanyahu government.
Yes, but you think 10,000 people left Israel in 2005 by force, and now they want to do all of this to come
I
back?
tell you, I only listen to your government's explanations and declarations.
Okay. Okay. So, what you think should be the solution then? Like, should it be also include the release of the hostages? Would it?
Of course.
So why
No
not
hostages.
pressure Hamas and end it quicker, for example?
Why didn't they manage? The most clever army and well-equipped army. I mean, this is, I don't know.
You don't.
I have no clue.
So the release of the hostages is only on the shoulders of the Israeli army. It's not like Hamas can just let them go today and end this.
Hamas has them, and Israel has the Palestinian hostages, and
they are most of them committed some crime and they have trial.
they are under administrative detention.
A lot of them too.
Children.
Yes.
And
Under 18, but they did stab, shoot.
whatever, but there was never any court procedure.
There is.
And that is why
You can give me one name. I can contact one.
Legally,
I
they
work with-
are under administrative, and there is no procedure. They have no access to lawyers, etc., etc. And in legal terms, they are hostages.
They're not true. They are in prison. They get visits from the Red Cross, unlike the hostages who didn't get even one visit.
Yeah.
And they have a
Look,
court,
I'm
and
not
many
defending-
of them leave
I'm not
the
defending-
prison after a normal
I'm
procedure.
not defending
That
any
doesn't happen.
hostage taking.
Yeah.
I'm not defending any hostage taking.
But you did compare it, and you did say when I ask about the hostages.
Yeah, I can
it's-
tell you about the Israeli
Yeah.
hostages.
Yes.
There were two occasions to free hostages.
Yeah.
One was the first ceasefire.
Yeah.
Second was the second ceasefire. So I would have suggested to continue the plan after the second ceasefire as it was planned.
Yeah, and you think Israel is the one who did not
I
continue?
think so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Look, I'm happy to talk
Me too.
to Israelis,
Yeah.
even if I feel, I don't know, the questions that is all from Hasbara. But I'm happy to discuss also
Me
with
too.
Israelis
Me too.
who are not of my opinion.
Of course. And I'm happy to discuss with anyone who is not in my opinion. I think it's very important. And I think what's sad is we don't see it so much. I think it's very important for the
But
German.
what would you call it?
What?
I mean, the people are starved to death. People are carpet bombed.
Yeah.
People are burnt alive.
Yeah, it's a war. It's terrible. I wish
look,
there would not
look.
be any of this.
Look,
I'm not for it.
The killing rate of medics, the killing rate of journalists, the destruction rate of buildings where people live,
Yeah.
of schools, of medical facilities,
Yeah.
of all type. It has never been seen.
Never been seen in
I
the
think
history?
so. I think
You
so.
are German. Didn't you hear about Dresden, for
No,
example?
I'm talking about the killing of the demolishment of it. I'm not saying
You are in Berlin. You literally on a place where it was demolished
even I
completely.
used to live next to Hitler's bunker.
Yeah,
It was not exactly a pleasant feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
So no,
Yeah.
but what the direction we want to
Yeah.
take apparently is. I didn't say it is as horrible as it has never been seen. I didn't say that. I mentioned the destruction rate,
Yeah.
the killing of medics,
Yeah.
the targeted killing of medics,
Yeah.
of etc. and facilities.
Yeah.
That has never been seen. I'm not saying something horrible like this has never been seen. Other horrible things, and number one is our German Holocaust,
Yeah.
has been seen.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to repeat any type which goes only near to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I wish none of it would have happened.
Yeah.
And that's why I think
And what do you think?
I don't
What
think,
should be done?
I think what's sad is that if there would be another movement for peace, not necessarily of demonization of the other,
Yeah.
we could have pressured both parties at the same with the same pressure, and then Hamas would maybe release the hostages long time ago, and we could start see some kind of rebuilding of Gaza instead of continuing. So what I do agree that I don't want to continue the war, but I sadly Hamas looks at those demonstrations and gets no pressure, and that's for me and for a lot of moderate Palestinians are very sad because it's used to be again to overtaken as a anti-Israel movement or anti-Zionist movement or some kind of a political movement that doesn't call for peace, for a peaceful solution, for something that just stop the war from both sides, because I think it's very hard to criticize here Hamas. But if there was, I think that we had the war stopped long time ago. That's my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. We cannot know. It's a theory, but I just feel like.
Of course, it's a theory. Yeah. Have you been serving in the Israeli army?
No, I wasn't serving in the Israeli army.
Why
I was very, and I'm still, I would say, left. I was very radical left. I even demonstrated in the West Bank against the wall back then, which is much worse than here. We got rubber bullets from the army. It was very hard. But after 7th of October, I also understood that we are dealing with a force that if we don't talk about it, we are going to repeat the same problems all over and over. There is a core problem with Hamas and jihadist movement that doesn't want the solution, and they are very happy when children die. They can do propaganda.
You call this the core problem?
Huh? Yes, for sure.
I call the core problem that
I tell you why also, if I can tell you.
Jewish
Because people like you were.
is on the Palestinian land and it's ever expanding.
Okay.
And it has no borders.
Yeah.
And there is no.
But you know in Israel who fought against it?
Huh?
You know in Israel who fought against what you say now in Israel? The people who lived in the kibbutzes close to Gaza. There were people, very nice people.
I know.
Just
I
like
know.
you. Just like you. I'm
listened
sure.
to a lot of interviews.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure a lot of them were peaceful like you, and they wanted peace, and they help people from Gaza. So when I see that those people are getting murdered, just like you, I'm thinking, yes, there is a problem that if we don't fix, nothing will be fixed. Maybe also the government in Israel, but it's a democratic state. You can change the regime, you can vote something else. We had peace talks before, we gave land back, but Hamas since 2005 sacrificed everything for this war. 14,000 rockets were shot from Gaza since 2005. They took all the money for terror. They could have built something else. They could have been something very good. So I do think, yes, there's both sides making wrong, but I do think at some point we have to also talk about the really unpleasant truth that in Gaza, at least, and also in the West Bank, but not in power, there is a force that with them there will never be peace. And
do you know what I think? You Israelis should get rid of your government.
I agree. I agree with you with this. Hopefully.
These people.
Yeah.
I'm not defending Hamas or what they did.
Yeah. That's good to hear because, to be honest, we don't hear it so much. We hear sometimes the opposite.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm a bit familiar with the question of Palestine, and I knew that there had been a lot of warnings that the situation in Gaza before 23 is such that it can only explode in extreme violence. And what did your government do support these people?
It was a mistake. I'm not gonna say no.
It was
a mistake
strategic.
to.
It was strategic to get rid of Fatah, not to continue this.
Yeah, I do think we ignore the problem. Again, there's two sides for a lot of things that happen. Also, two or maybe three truths that exist at the same time.
2 or 3?
Truth, Wahrheit, that exists at the same time. So. While this happened too, we also should know for the future, okay, not to support them. So actually what you say, it's the same thing I say. next time let's not support the radicals, because they obviously look what happened, because it happened. Not just blame the ones who did the mistake and supported them.
Yeah, but it was a strategic mistake. It was not something
It
we
was a
did
mistake.
wrong. It was, they did it purposely.
Yeah, and I hope next time we'll not support those kind of organizations that wants to kill us. That was a mistake.
So what are you living in Germany?
Ja. Schon 8 Jahre.
Schon 8 Jahre.
Ja.
Bitte verkaufen Sie es nicht der Springerpresse.
Verkaufen? Ich verkaufe gar nicht, mache ich kein Geld von das. Habe ich meinen eigenen Job und aber was soll ich sagen? Wir verkaufen. Du verkaufst?
Nee, wir verkaufen nichts.
Nee, wir verkaufen nichts.
Wie viel, shall we continue in English?
For me it's a little bit better, if it's possible. I mean, are you surprised? Are you okay?
Huh?
Are you okay? Are you happy that we talked?
I told you I'm happy that we talked.
Yeah, that's good.
Or that we are talking.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the Berlin discussion? Or the attitudes, especially the various Jewish positions?
It's very hard, very, very hard to know, to read the room before you go in. Very, sometimes dangerous for Jewish people, Israeli for sure.
Where is it dangerous?
Where is it dangerous? Well, first of all, you walk in the street and you see like graffiti about killing Zionists or killing soldiers. I mean, even though I was not a soldier, I know many people who were soldiers. They didn't necessarily fought in war, but it's just very, very hostile environment. And privately, I did get a lot of bedrohing online, and some encounters in private life where I was excluded because I'm Jewish and because I am not denouncing Israel. So it's like very, very black and white. And that happens a lot in the Jewish community. I recommend you to look also on the other side and see that this, I'm not saying you or anyone specifically causing it, but the atmosphere that was created after 7th of October kind of like shifted from Israel, like this war shifted, and now people take it and they continue this kind of war in many other ways. I'm not saying like in shooting people, but
don't you find it important that the question of Palestine,
I find it
the
very
whole
important.
story, that it comes up now? It was always under the carpet in Germany.
But that's the thing. I think many people, and I'm not saying it's you, but that's why it came out, because they portray their own ideology onto this conflict.
It happens, yeah.
For example, the Germans with the Holocaust, the Irish with the Irish-British conflict. In Australia, it's with the indigenous people. So Turkish people that I talk to see some kind of comparison with the Kurdistan situation. So I think it's like, it's a way to put your own kind of like historical problems onto a conflict that is far away.
Yeah, but you are aware of the fact that in Germany the question of Palestine
was
the
suppressed.
consequences for the Palestinian people by the establishment of the State of Israel and its expansion was never a topic. It was always under the carpet, and it was somewhat not good to talk of Palestinian. Do you know the first time I heard the word Palestinian was in the attack on the Israeli Olympic team in Munich in 72. I never had heard before, and then Palestinian was a terrorist, because we had never seen anything else. It is too stupid. What I wanted to ask you something.
Kannst du auf Deutsch, wenn du willst, oder?
Ich habe auch kein Problem auf Englisch.
I tell you what's my wish, that we would have another peace movement, like a peace movement that is not necessarily pro-Israel, pro-Palestinian. Because I think in the end the only solution is to both sides to reach some agreement. It cannot be on the...
There's something by the name of women wage peace or something. And there is a number of Israeli Palestinian human rights organizations working together.
Yes, I know. I'm part of some of them. I'm doing also
Which
a
one?
project. Well, I'm doing my own project with a Palestinian activist who was captured by Hamas before the war because he demonstrated against Hamas, and he had to flee because of his danger for his life. And now he's in Germany and as asylum seeker, but not because of the war, but because of the oppression of Hamas. Before. So we do events together and we try to get more people, but it's very hard. I would say like this, a lot of people are scared to talk because of the environment. So they were perceived as traitors if they sit with Israeli, if they talk to a Jewish person, if they criticize Hamas. So that's sometimes
There
a
was
problem.
a discussion recently.
Before that, I want to say thank you for the conversation. It was very nice.
You are most welcome.
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure to discuss with you.
Thank you. Also
Bye-bye.
with you. Ja, ich wollte mit Leuten sprechen, weil ich habe gemerkt, dass viele Leute sind so radikal und sie mit Hass kommen und sie wollen gar keine Diskussion haben. Aber es gibt auch andere Leute, die sind für Frieden, sie stehen für Frieden und sie wollen eine friedliche Lösung finden. Und wir schaffen das nur, wenn wir mit anderen sprechen. Wir sind nicht so viele Juden, nicht so viele Israelis, aber wir können auch zusammen etwas zusammen machen und mehr Druck auf beide Seiten machen. Und nicht nur Hass und nicht nur hassen und nicht diese extreme Sache, was ich höre, dass alle Zionisten muss rausgeschmissen, das bedeutet 6 Millionen Juden Minimum aus Israel rausschmeißen und ich verstehe das einfach nicht. Und ich verstehe nicht, warum Leute, die für Frieden stehen, laufen mit diesen Leuten. Vielleicht haben sie keine Alternative, ich weiß nicht, aber wir müssen erst reden.
Auch wenn man das nicht glauben würde,
Ja.
was du und ich wünschen, letzter Satz auch, ja, Frieden für alle, Frieden für Israel, aber auch für die Palästinenser in Gaza, damit hoffentlich dieses schreckliche Krieg endet.
Ja.